Getting weak, pushing and say, you know what? There's something you gotta do. Talk back to me. Y'all like y'all scared talking about. Give me a few minutes and I'll get out of the way. Touch somebody and tell them there's something you gotta do. And one of our issues is that we've been waiting.
Good evening. I'm Pastor E.R. Williams of End Time Ministry. Today I just wanted to share a little bit with you concerning the message we had today. And the title was No More Rematch. We come out talking out of the book of Samuel, talking about David. 3 key points is that when you're facing a giant that you want to kill, you got to first prepare for the giant. David picked up 5 smooth stones. Then you got to face the giant. He stood before him with the challenge. And then the third one is to annihilate him. You don't just want to knock him down. You want to cut his head off. So now we got to understand that we got to stop having rematches and learn how to eliminate our enemy so we can move forward to the next level. May God bless you. May He keep you.
You know the story about David and Goliath, but I began to look at it and I said, now that we got to learn how to change our perspective on everything that we believe. We got to learn how to look at what we do different. Touch somebody and tell us you got to look at what you do different. While I'm talking, somebody get me Colossians 3:17. We got to have a different way of thinking, which is a different way to approach. How many need their giants dead? Amen. Oh, y'all don't. Y'all like y'all giant. Y'all like him. Y'all like him. Y'all need him around. Look at somebody and tell them, I'm tired of my giant. I got to the place that I was sitting there and I understand that I have to go through things. I'm going to have to face things. I told the Lord I want to be the best servant you can be. But then I started thinking about it. You got to understand when you put that out there, that y'all ain't hear me. Y'all hear me. When you put that out there, that means that God is going to try you on what you asked him to do. Watch this. When you ask God, Lord, make a way for me, God is going to make a way for you, but it may not be the way that you wanted him to make a way. So you got to learn how to see God making a way when it doesn't look. A lot of us get in trouble because we look for God to do it like we want him to do it. And all the time, God is not going to do it like you want. So I got to the place to where I was tired of fighting this giant. I was tired of battling this particular giant in my life. And one thing I began to see as I read David is that in the midst of this, David rolled up on the scene. Understand that the enemy always is going to bring something bigger than what you are. Oh, y'all ain't got it. Because he's trying to intimidate you. Y'all ain't getting it yet. Look at somebody and tell them, I'm really tired of being intimidated. I'm really being tired of being tormented by this giant in my life. And whether you believe it or not, this giant that you have can die. I told the Lord, I said, Lord, you know what? Right about now, I guess I'm going to have to skip ahead. Time is moving. I said, Lord, I'm tired of, I said, one thing I appreciate you for is that the victory. I appreciate you for the victory. But I want more than just victory right about now. I want more. I'm glad when I overcome my enemy. But the thing is that I always find out that the same thing that I overcome comes up again. I have to face. You got to remember, you cannot neglect what you think you got past. Oh, y'all ain't got it. Y'all ain't got it. Because what you think you'll overcome, if it's not destroyed, it's going to rise again. Take somebody and tell them it's going to rise again. Now, as I was looking at this, I might as well give you the subject. The subject is no more rematches. Yeah. Just touch somebody and tell them no more rematches. I got mad at myself, and I have to start declaring stuff in my life when I read about David. And now I saw the wisdom of David in the fighting of Goliath. And I made up my mind, God, I've been saved for a while. I love you for a while. But I've also been in this problem for a while. And when I looked at the problem, I said the reason why maybe is that sometimes we got to learn how to conquer what we're in before God can move us to the next level. Turn somebody and tell them, you got to fight this fight. Yeah. And the Lord told him, he revealed to me, he said, you know what? He said, it's okay and it's good. You can rejoice for the victory. You know, a lot of us testify, I won that battle. I won that giant. I knocked him out. I got upset with myself because every time you knock the giant out, he gets back up because he gains consciousness. And I told the Lord, I'm tired of fighting this same giant that I got the victory over. God said, wait a minute here. He said, go check out David and watch the wisdom of David. And when David came up on the scene, one thing you got to understand, I'm sorry, is that all the time, everybody that you think of is for you is not always for you. Everybody that said they're on your side is not always on your side. So sometimes you got to get ready to fight some battles by yourself. But one thing you got to understand, if you cannot commit, you will never win. The main key to overcoming your giant is a commitment. Watch that. You might fall, but you got to learn to get back up. You might get dirty, but you got to get up. Have you ever failed? Let me touch somebody and tell them, honey, you got to know how to get up. See, some people don't know how to get up. Some people bring attention to their fall. Some folks, but see, I've learned how to get up.